Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Terrell Effect. It's actually episode 291, and we are featuring one of our favorite bands, FX May Vary.
Good to be back.
Glad to have
Hi.
you. Back-to-back weeks. You guys have a habit of doing that. There's no problem with that at all.
You gotta split up the awesome, right? You can't concentrate it.
Yeah, too much awesome in one show. Is just This is great. So there's a lot happening in the mix. We're waiting for us on the Golden Child. We're gonna have a show either way. But today we have new music from FX May Vary, but I want to play some of their previous tracks so you can get a flavor of so you can get a feel for their flavor. We also have some tracks sent from A. Smith to address some of the month's events, and yeah. So Kyle, what's new with you?
Outside of the band, not too much. Been performing a lot, been writing a lot. Other than that, just working, keeping healthy as best I can, mostly.
All right. Good. Oh man. Jeez. So yeah, I don't know, the weather's turning around now, so it's easier to get outside.
Mm-hmm. I actually, part of being healthy is I've been trying to start getting in the habit of going on a walk every day after work. Not quite in the everyday yet, but with the weather so nice, we got to get there.
Yeah. Okay.
See, I like to hide in my air conditioning. This is like see, Cody loves like the heat, and I like the coolness. So in the winter, I'm like, let's go outside. And he's like, no. And then in the summer, he's like, let's go outside. And I'm like, no. Get away from me. I am comfortable in the air conditioning. Leave me alone.
My air conditioning is controlled by the tenants upstairs. So last night it was so cold, I think I got about 2 hours of sleep.
Well, the cold air sinks, right? That makes sense.
Yeah. That's arms. Well, double blanket.
Yeah. I had everything on that I could, and it was still alternating between sweating and freezing.
Damn. And once that first sweat hits you and you get cold, you're done for.
Yep.
Done for.
Might as well get up and start the day at that point.
That's pretty much what I did.
Well, this is how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Oh man, the days don't stop. All right, I got this here.
Yeah, Smash Mouth isn't kidding. The days start coming and they don't stop coming.
Indeed, they do not. And you got to hit the ground running.
Oh, yep. Okay, so I have to do this the hard way because the one screen will not allow me to open my files on my turntables. So we're gonna do this. Yeah. There's not enough space on the screen.
What happened to your second screen, Dave?
Well, I'm on location, and I was trying to condense my sets. So I figured I'd just leave the monitor because I can do it on one screen. I've been doing it before. I've never done this many things on one screen before. Okay, when I started, I just hit record and talked for about 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no video. It was just me, the microphone, my computer, and some files that I got from some MCs. Now, at any given point in time, I am organizing what's happening behind the scenes. I'm having the conversation on the scene while finding the song to play next, so I could segue to that during the conversation, on top of possibly downloading new music for that specific show to play because it's themed for that day, while trying to maintain the conversation that I originally started.
So what I understand is you're really good at juggling.
Somebody cue the Benny Hill music.
Yes. Legend. Oh my
no,
goodness.
see, that's the problem. He can't cue it because he only has the one monitor.
Yeah, I gotta be able to cue the truck or something. All right, so the song that I was first introduced to you with, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I have up here, and it was, I think I got two songs at the same time. It was Second Stage and Scarlet. Which one was the first one that you did?
The first one we released?
Scarlet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna play that. But before we play that, what was for those who aren't familiar with you, what was the concept or the context of that song?
So that's one that I wrote, it's probably like 6-7 years ago now. I happened to be at a friend's place one night, enjoying our weekend, as one does, and got on my bike to head for home. And I happened to see a fox running down the street, and something about that red fox with the white tail just got something spinning in my head, and I was planning to move away from my hometown at the time, and all of this kind of started to come together. And as I was riding my bike home, pretty much the whole lyric, with minor adjustments later on, just kind of developed. And it's about wanderlust, and it's about chasing a dream, chasing a goal, chasing something you can't quite put your finger on. And at the same time, it's about leaving home for the first time. It's about being in love with somebody that's just out of reach. It covers a whole lot of ground. And it's structured in such a way that I want people to get what they hear from it, and I want it to mean as much to one person if they hear one meaning as it does to another person hearing another meaning.
Okay, that is well put, good sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so while I add another ball to my juggling act, I'm going to open this program so I can record the set. So, in doing so, boom. There we go. We're going to play the song. That's not the song.
That's not the song. That's the other song.
That's the song.
It's still a good song.
It's a great song.
See, I'm so tired. I just immediately started jamming to it. I'm just going to sit here.
I'm sure there's a more technical term for that. What is the technical term for that?
For which?
When you go from one singer to the next singer back. Tandem?
Call and response, echo, conversational vocal.
Okay.
There's a lot of different terms. I don't think there's a single, proper term for it.
Okay.
call and response is
Call
typically
and
what I
response
heard
is
in
probably
school.
the one, yeah.
Call and response sounds like the most like technical one outside of conversation. Yeah, I was driving down the street one day, and this song came on my playlist, and I was just like, yeah, it caught me off guard, and I caught myself singing. I'm just like, wait a minute, I'm gonna record this.
I remember getting that video clip. If you sing along to that second verse coming in,
Yep.
hit me right in the feels.
You got to be careful with a song like this when you have it playing in your car, because like I don't know about you guys, but my foot gets heavier the more I like the song.
Just like, yeah, it was something like, oh wait, there's music playing. I have this new thing where when music's playing, my light's going.
Nice. Damn, now I need a strobe.
There we go.
I have a light up mouse. Does that count?
That's awesome. Okay. So there are 2 more members of the band, by the way. So let's briefly talk about them in this instrumental interlude.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, our unfortunately, both of them have to work today, so neither of them could be here. But yeah, we have our guitarist Nick and our drummer Eric. Eric's been playing the drums since he was I don't remember how old, but something like 8-10 years now.
It was like 13.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And when I first, like the first time I played with him, I was like, okay, you are the best, like technically proficient drummer that I've ever had the chance to work with. And so I knew we had to build something together. And so he was, when I started reaching out to people to be like, hey, let's form a band, it started as me and Eric, and then pulled Nick in. And Nick and I actually went further back. We'd played together in a previous band, and always loved how quickly and fluidly he can come up with riffs and solos on the fly. So the 3 of us, it created a great instrumental section to just jam together. And then when I met Charlotte, I knew we had something, that special spice in the sauce.
I'm the spice.
That's the kind of spice. Okay. All right. Nice. So everything just came together.
Exactly. It was very organic and very fortuitous.
Mm-hmm. Second stage. Soon to be featured on Zeno.fm /Culture Shock Radio. Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah, we're gonna give them some more music, because for the last week it's been playing just me and my collaborations, and not even all of me, just a select few songs out of my catalog. But with recent conversations and developments, I realized I have to open the world to more of what the North is about. So,
exactly.
Yes. So weekly we will be adding new songs until the playlist is full. If you'd like to get onto the playlist, info@sharetheshock.ca. That's info@sharetheshock.ca for details on how to make it to the Culture Shock Radio playlist. It's a monetized playlist, ladies and gentlemen. It's an internet radio station, ladies and gentlemen. We going in.
We're very excited to be a part of it.
Glad to have you on board. This right here, this bass line, that's my shit right there. Like, I measure bass lines to this. You know what? I want to get you in the same room as Dave Ruigron, the newest addition to the Roadway.
Okay.
He is like and this isn't to discredit you, but as good as you are, brother, it's like me to Quincy Jones. Like I'm good at what I do, but Quincy Jones is Quincy motherfucking Jones. You know what I mean?
Believe me, like I look at myself as I like to find the holes in the musical texture and fill them.
Yes.
And I'm good at doing that. And there's guys that can pick up a bass and just shred that thing, and I'm not going to be that guy. But I can punch up the texture, and I can hold that down, and I appreciate the fact that you think so highly of what I do.
I mean, it also helps to mention that like Nick's been playing guitar for years, and Eric's been drumming for years, and I've been singing for years. But Kyle picked up the bass when we formed the band, so that is impressive as fuck.
I mean, I'd messed around with the bass for a number of years, but it was the last time I had actually picked up and played my bass.
Yeah.
Was about 3 or 4 years before we formed the band.
Oh wow. That's bananas. Okay, so we have up next. I don't have the full song, but I'll give y'all a sneak peek of Parasite. The video is on YouTube. I believe the video is also on sharetheshock.ca. You have to scroll through the video archives. Pull that up. We got dozens of videos on there from artists all over the globe. Like, we're international, baby. Episode 291. It's the Terrell Effect with FX May Vary.
We feel so special.
You know what? And that being said, if you have like a 5-10 minute on August 6th, I'd like to welcome you back as one of our special guests for the 300th episode of the Terrell Effect.
I don't think we have anything booked on the 6th.
I don't think we had. Yeah, we'll be there.
I think we're booking the Terrell Effect on the 6th.
All right.
That's how easy it is.
All right. So
you have the power to be like, guys, I need you to show up at this time, and we'll be like, yep.
Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. I'm humbled by that. Okay.
That bass slide sounds so good in my car.
Oh yeah. Okay, restream, you gotta fix the counter. This is FX May Vary. I know there's more people watching than you telling me. You're lying. Because people have called me and told me before, like, yeah, yo, great show. And I'm just like, when did you watch it? I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, oh, man.
So I guess, like, that's, leave a comment if you're watching, because we don't know.
Exactly.
All right, so this project right here was composed by DY, Driving Under Insanity, and vocalized by Charlotte of FX May Vary. Wonderful piece. And like, you really saw the softer side of him on this track.
Look fine, dead for weeks.
Didn't think that existed.
No, the moment I heard this, I was you gotta give this to me. I have to sing over this.
Yeah.
Like,
You did bring it to life, yes. It's like you can picture yourself swaying in the wind in the plains with all the tall grass kind of thing, just, you know what I mean, as you're walking through it and leaving the trail. And then by the time you finish the song, the end of the trail just says FX May Vary in the grass from an overview.
I can't find my lighter.
You look like you're just wandering. Like, you know what I mean? You look like you're wandering through the grass and, you know what I mean, taking turns and you're not sure where to go, but we've already mapped out on the ground where to walk. So, you know what I mean? You can see it.
we gotta get a lawnmower and a drone, guys.
I have a drone. We need a lawnmower.
I got a lawnmower.
I used to have a lawnmower.
You know what? The aforementioned Sir Ruigrok has a bit of field, quite a bit of field in his backyard.
Okay.
That might need to be mowed. So,
I'll mow pieces of it.
oh man, this is great. This is great. And another thing that's impressive outside of your skill set is your character.
Nobody seems to care.
You know what I mean? Like you're very humble, you're very outgoing, but you're in check, so to speak. It's not like you're like, yeah, first time we talked to you, we were doing this. Now we're doing this, and we don't have time. You know what I mean? Like it's not like all of a sudden Nick and Eric started being busy. Nick and Eric have always been busy.
I mean, we've been telling them to get jobs where they didn't have to work the weekend forever, but that's hard.
It's this is their livelihood we're talking about, right? We can't we can't just be like, yo, you have to change your job because we said so. It's not
you know what I mean? And like until I can sign that check, I'm not expecting you to. So just know that, like, you know what I mean? I appreciate the time that you guys take, and I'm sure they miss it. Actually, no, there was a couple of times, there's one or two times where one or both of them were on, if memory serves.
Yep.
Okay. Now, okay, hold on. That's all you get for now. They're going to tell us about the song.
That's all her.
That's all you get for now. Now we got to hear about the song so you can understand where all of that came from, because that is... Okay, hold on. Let me give you a little bit. I'll give you one more taste. I'll give you one more taste of it. Hold on. Wait.
I love it.
I want to play the trumpet to this.
You got to give him the first two lines.
Okay. Now, those were rage bars right there.
Yeah.
Now, I want to point out that those were Charlotte's rage bars right there. And Charlotte doesn't rage like that, okay? So
yeah. One thing that I've learned about Charlotte over the last couple of years is that there's a particular face that I don't know if she knows she makes when she's hiding the rage, but it's not very well hidden.
Because it is,
and she never lets it out verbally. She never completely unleashes. She funnels it into the song. And this one's all her.
Right?
It's very healthy. Well, yeah, this one's all her. So take it away, Char.
This song is about really it's about being cheated on, because I think that's essentially when you're in a monogamous relationship and both parties have agreed, this is if you're in an open relationship, obviously this doesn't really apply to you, but if you've made a promise to the other person that you're gonna focus on them and they're gonna focus on you, and then they suddenly decide that I'm gonna go sleep with somebody else because why not? And it's just I find that be one of the most despicable things that someone can do, because you're trusting them to be exclusive and they're not.
I like the way you didn't say the way men are or the way women are. You say the way people are. It's a general broad stroke. And my mom has a saying where if them dash the feed and in the men feed, you pick it up. Basically, if they're saying something and it's not about you and it's not about you, you don't have to address it. But there's a lot of people who probably got butthurt about this song.
Every time we perform it, I actually dedicate it to everybody who thinks that cheating is okay.
But there's at least 10% of the crowd that's out in a what's it called? Come on, Kyle, you're big with the words.
Venue, auditorium, audience.
No, a state. Not indiscriminate. Is it indiscriminate? Indiscriminate relationship?
Open.
Sorry, you mean?
Where people are stepping out on each other.
Oh, Infidelity is the word you're looking for.
Infidelity,
yes.
How do I
There we go.
conjugate it?
Yes, yes,
Do you
Um,
see the smoke coming out of my headphones?
Yeah.
Oh man, so yeah, there's a good percentage of people that are out just like, oh well, no one's gonna catch me here. Like I remember one specific scenario. Okay, my boy lived in Oshawa. Sorry, you know who you are. I'm not saying your name. My
Oh,
boy lived in
Oshawa.
Oshawa. Okay, we went to Burlington to go to a club. You guys know you know the Greater Toronto area well enough to know the distance between Oshawa and Burlington.
Everybody knows Girlington, and everybody knows what happens in Girlington.
I went to Burlington the other day to pick up my boy went to pick up his Jaguar, and we got pulled over.
Mm-hmm.
Burlington, I have some work to do with you. Either way. So we're there now, and I transitioned and forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, Oshawa to Burlington. So talking about infidelity, right? So he's in Oshawa. We travel all the way to Burlington. We go to this club, right? So I'm there, and I'm dancing, and I'm looking around, and I look like this, and I see someone walking in our direction. I'm like, I don't really know this chick. Okay, cool. So I'm dancing, I'm vibing. You know what I mean? I look over again. Chick's even half the distance. I'm like, okay, cool. You ever watch Terminator where you just jamming and shit, and then all of a sudden right here, like chick was right here, and I'm just like, but I don't even know you. She walks right past me, cocks her hand back, and just right on the back of my boy's head, and I'm like, what?
Oh, that's aggressive as hell.
Oh, I heard the slap over the music. It was like, and I'm just like, what do I do? It's a woman. I can't. I'm not. Men don't hit women. I don't touch. No. So then he turns around and he's like, oh no, baby, it's not what it looks like. Baby, please. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck you mean it's not what it looks like, dude? You dig deep grinding on a chick right now.
Precisely what it looks like.
Precisely what it looks like.
Yeah, well, I guess he deserved it then.
You know what I mean? So I can appreciate that because there's stigmas and stereotypes that are associated with specific cultures and genres that aren't entirely true. But there are a great percentage of situations where individuals are boosting. I'm not going to say capping because we got to rebrand capping because I know this man named Cap and the man dropped the track in less than an hour and sent it back, and it was a matter of fact something that was nice for the wax. Ooh, okay. I had to get that out of my system.
Very smooth. I like that.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think what makes me so angry about first because I got cheated on, so that's really where all of that rage came from. Because it takes no effort to let somebody know that you want to be in an open relationship.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be loyal or monogamous, then say that. And let the other person decide. That's not fair.
No, you're very right. You're very right. And we need to have this conversation because people think that it's, oh no, I'm saving their feelings by not telling them. Listen,
No.
bro. No, you're not. Listen.
Anybody who says they're saving feelings, what they're really doing is saving up the feelings of hurt so that they all hit harder.
And really, they're going to find out. They're going to find out one way or another.
Everybody does.
Finding it out from someone else sucks so much more than somebody just be straight.
Oh yeah.
Just fess up.
That's what I said. That's all they got to do. And you know what? I guess I got to give people credit where it's due because in situations as they are, information was provided, but it's still it's still one of those situations where it's just had I known before I put all this effort in, I probably would have still put the same effort in, but had a different expectation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I can't
And,
say I
Yep.
changed.
that's why it's not fair.
Yeah.
Because now that expectation has been taken, like just ripped away.
Yep.
And you
Yep.
can't fix that ever.
Nope. Nope. There's no closure. No. There's no. And there's always that thought in the back of your head, like, Yeah. So, either way, yeah. This song's already striking chords. It's already striking chords. Is
You
there
should
a
watch
video
me
in the
sing
works?
it.
I believe we start in C major.
C major. All right. Okay.
Do we
That's
actually? I
easy
don't
enough
even
for
know.
me.
No, we don't. We do not start in a major key.
I didn't go to music school. When it comes to writing music and stuff, I feel like I'm just stumbling around in the dark and bumping into things, and like, oh hey, I'll take that. Okay, yeah, just.
I mean, I did go to music school, and I still feel that way.
I also went to a music academy, and that's pretty much how it feels.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because like when you're making something out of nothing, you're literally just like, oh, wee.
So you just reminded me of a professor I had at school. He was my fourth year music theory teacher, and
Okay.
he introduced the first session, the first class of our semester, with all these imaginary thought balloons, and it was like his curriculum came out of a really intense acid trip from like the mid 70s and hadn't changed since. So he's floating all of these thought balloons up into the air, and all I could see was you picking a thought balloon and picking another thought balloon, and yet, as I get older, sometimes I feel like that's all we're doing when we're writing songs. We're just pulling down,
Just pulling stuff out of the air, like, oh hey, this makes me mad. Let's write a song about it.
Exactly.
Yep. Oh man, I just get some of these other songs ready for follow up.
I first brought Shame to the band.
Okay.
I showed it to them, and I was like, hey, this is gonna sound. These are the words, and everybody literally stopped, and Kyle just kind of looked over at me, and he's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. This is great."
That happens a lot.
Oh man.
On Wednesday night, we had a band practice, and she sung for us a new lyric that she was working on. And as she's going through it, I'm sitting there, and I kind of look over at her. When she finishes, I'm just like, Charlotte, do you need to tell me something?
Nope.
And it took her a good.
If I do need to tell you something, I just did.
Yeah, it took her a good couple of hours to convince me that the song was not autobiographical.
Okay. Wow. Well, music is the voice of the voiceless.
I don't pull punches.
You shouldn't.
As my music, like as my my songwriting teacher likes to say, like, I write with blood, I don't write with ink.
Ooh,
That's
bars.
excellent.
Say that again.
I write with blood, I don't write with ink. And those lyrics that I introduced on Wednesday, I needed a freaking transfusion after I wrote.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go back to the first interview with Effects May Vary. Oh man, what was it, like a year or two ago? And I want you, what? Go into YouTube, type in #the Terrell Effect with FX May Vary, and watch every episode they've been on. And I want you to see the transition and development of the confidence of this young woman on camera. It has been a joy to watch. It's like watching a lioness grow. You know what I mean? The first thing is like, oh, look how cute she is. Forgetting that one day that's going to be one ferocious feline. and then you get swiped.
It's like, I'm fluffy and I'm friend-shaped. But don't touch me.
Beware the claw.
Oh, man. That's great. That's great. Okay, Kyle, you have definitely maintained your stoic presence in the duration of this development, and become, if nothing else, become even more witty along the way.
Oh, well, thank you.
No problem. So let us get into this track right here, so people can hear what we're talking about. I mean, like I said, I think I should break out a trumpet. I'm gonna start. I have a plan for my trumpet. And I don't even want to say it on air, but I'm sure anybody that has a half a brain has an idea of what my plan is. Let's go.
I have the idea, and I love it.
Yep. This right here.
That little, I don't know what it's called, that little thing that I do with my voice used to scare the shit out of me. So angry.
Ugh. Every time we play another one of Nick's solos, I'm like, I wish he was here to talk about Supernova.
Right? And he makes it look like so easy. Like it's just effortless. Like there's always a little. I wish he put it in the recording because it's not there. Eric always does a little like on this tiny little symbol that he has. At the
Yeah,
end of the song.
the China ting.
Yes, like it's not there.
Oh man,
I don't know what else to call it. It's just I know it's the China symbol, and it's a ting.
It makes
at the
ting.
end.
It's just the ting
Yeah.
one.
It's the itty bitty ting.
Ting.
That's great.
If you know that reference, then you're a true friend.
So, what do you, oh man, I gotta, okay. So, in recent weeks, I've been in discussion with the Moose and Goose about having an event there. I'm proud to announce that Block's birthday bash is tentatively scheduled for July 22nd at the Moose and Goose in Thorold.
Hell yeah.
We gonna have some fun. We gonna have some fun. Cricket Control's gonna be in the building. DJ
Cricket
Arrow's gonna be in the
Control.
building. The POE is gonna be in the building. You are more than welcome to join us.
Is
Yeah.
that the weekend we're in Ottawa?
The 22nd?
Of July.
That's the weekend before Ottawa.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to come down and then go up that direction. And if you guys, you know
We'll-
what, make
we'll-
some Ottawa. Make some-
We'll think about it.
We'll discuss.
Yeah.
I
make
would
some-
love to be there.
We
Yeah.
most assuredly want to be there. It's just
Oh, there's no
unfortunately
doubt about
with
that.
the way that it is, we're forced to pick
Yeah.
and choose between shows now, and it sucks.
I get it. I 100% get it. So, you know what I mean? And personally speaking, I need correspondence in Ottawa anyways. So I'd rather you go down there and be like, yeah. And the block said,
Hell yeah. Shout out Culture Shock Radio on Zeno.fm.
straight out, straight out. You know what I mean? So yeah, do your thing. Do your thing. There's always, hey, as far as I see it, there's always going to be space on my stage for you guys. So, you know what I mean? You could pop up. You could hear that I'm doing a show within a week and be like, yo, can I get on that? And I'll be like, sure, because most likely Cricket Control is going to be on there. You can use their equipment. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. So that's the way I do me. You know what I mean? So
You have no idea how much that means to us, as we still feel like a very young, very new band. So
Yeah.
like having that kind of endorsement to just be like, come and play on my stage anytime means
Yep.
a lot. Thank you, Dave.
I'm
No
not sure
problem.
if you can see it, but I'm like, my cheeks feel good.
I thought it got brighter in that room.
Yes,
Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, no, man, like I see something good in you guys. And like it's not hard. It doesn't take anything out of my person to tell you what you're doing good. And if I see something you need to work on, obviously I'm going to tell you, but I'm not going to come bear down on you. Just be like, oh yeah, well, I don't like the way you were growling in that chord. Is it your music? Is that the message you want to get across? Then do it, motherfucker. Do it to the best of your ability. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah.
And like people do resonate with you. I've heard people out here talk about you, and you're all the way in Newmarket. You know what I mean?
That is exciting.
it's
Yeah.
it's very humbling to hear how big our reach actually is. Like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we're blissfully unaware. Honestly.
Well, you know what? Sometimes it's better to be because you know if you get too caught up in the numbers and the likes and the shares, it can be underwhelming. But if you look at it as long as I can reach, as long as I'm doing the best I can do, that's all I can ask. And if I can affect one person in a positive manner, then I'm doing more than a lot of people are willing to.
Yeah, I don't think I've checked our view counts on Spotify, on YouTube, on anything in the last few months. I'm focused on the music. I'm focused on the writing. We got 3 or 4. What is it? 4 new songs in the process of polishing up for recording. No, 5.
Oh wow!
We got Torn, Pazuzu, Wasted Time.
Listen is almost performance ready. Almost.
Yeah,
Listen is cool.
it's
You
so
guys
close.
you guys are gonna like it.
Okay.
It's so
okay.
cool. What
It gets
it's like,
heavy.
and it's like when you realize we just inserted just the tiniest little bit of cleverness in there, and once you guys realize where is it? Oh, that's so clever.
But yeah, no,
man.
we got a lot in the works, and we cannot wait to get it out and get more ears on it.
You see, the problem with like how sensitive society's gotten is that I'm old school and I use certain terminologies that at that time meant good things. So like I was gonna say, like, I am proud of you guys. I really am. Like, you stuck through, you ventured through COVID, you stuck it through, you overcame obstacles, and you're trudging forward. You know what I mean? that 2 years make or break a lot of people, and I'm glad to see that, you know what I mean, you adhered to your morals and your laurels, and you just kept working together as a group.
Hell yeah. I mean, it made us like uh, the fact that we could like meet at least semi regularly around the lockdown restrictions. It kept us all sane.
Mhm.
Like so many people like barely got to see anybody, and we had a band where we
Yeah.
could meet at least once a month, and in the warm periods, like every week, like normal.
Mhm.
And it's like COVID literally made us. It forged us into a band that was ready to come out of the pandemic and make a name for ourselves.
There you go. There you go. All right. So we're at about the halfway mark of the show. So this is where I usually let the guest become the host. And since we have two guests, I guess that's twice as many questions. So, do you two have any questions since the last time, or any questions about anything really relative? It doesn't necessarily have to be of me, my person, or like it could be any business related questions, marketing, what have you, like things that like hurdles that you're trying to overcome, obstacles you faced, what have you. Just I might not have the answer
Yeah.
right now, but I can look into it.
I think the biggest thing we're facing is that we're coming up about a month and a half now from losing our rehearsal space,
Yep.
Okay.
and we're trying to find a new one. Trying to avoid paying too much. Like the last place we found was like $30 an hour for rehearsal.
And how long are
So
your rehearsals usually?
I mean, we usually
2 or
rehearse
3
for like
hours, yeah.
3 hours a week.
Okay.
So comes out to what? Like you did the math. It was like
It was
what,
like
300?
$300 a month, yeah.
Yeah,
That was for 2 hours every week.
for 2 hours every
2
week.
hours every
Jeez.
week.
So, and that doesn't include setup and teardown time. So you really only have about the
Yeah,
hour.
exactly. So we're,
Okay.
we're trying to figure out solutions, like find a new space, find a way to do it remotely. I wonder if you have any advice on something like that.
Okay. So, I'm thinking right now, off the top of my head, what I would do in that situation is look at the resources you already have available. Like think about your friend, the people in your support system
Mm-hmm.
that might be willing to let you set up in their personal space, because you're giving them a show ultimately. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So like, and especially during the summer months, there's nothing saying you can't say, okay, well, let's set up a barbecue. You know what I mean? While we're jamming, you have a barbecue, and we'll just have a little like something, make it beneficial for the community or everybody
exactly.
involved. You know what I mean? So if they really support you, and not everybody's gonna want to have, you know what I mean, that time. So find a rotation. Like, you know what I mean? You might have
Yeah,
it'll get you practice for when you're touring. You're gonna have to tear down and set up anyways, right? So if you do that within the local area until you can find a spot that'll let you stay there, like or you can approach local venues, let them know, okay, you're an up and coming band, you're looking for a spot to jam, you're willing to play for the house, you're willing to play the house for a nominal fee, you know what I mean, based on the draw, and see if there's anything that they're willing to work with,
I like
or
that.
yeah.
That
All right,
actually already gives me some ideas.
there you go. There you go. All right, anything else?
So my question is, when we are performing at shows, the most common complaint that we hear is that people can't hear me. And I'm flattered that people want to hear me, and I don't know how to fix it.
um Hold on a second.
Because like we can like, because if
You
you
got
crank the mic too loud, then it feeds back.
no. The rule of producing is, if you want to hear this, and you can't hear it because of this, you have to turn this to this.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
So guys,
Hey, it's not our fault. I've been telling the sound guys, like, just turn the guitar and the bass down a bit.
yeah, that's exactly what
we can't turn Eric down. Once he gets into
exactly.
it, we can't. No, there's no way.
We can always tell them not to mic the drums.
well, it's alternate, and that's the thing, because if you project too far or too hard for too long, then you won't be able to do too much. So it's either pull the mic closer to your face without covering it, like hold it by the stem basically, and bring it as close to your mouth as you can. Like what I usually do is I'll put my hand around the base of the microphone, and then I'll put my thumb to my chin, and that'll keep enough space between the head of the microphone and my lips. Yeah. Because if you try to just hold it while you move it around, it's like
yeah. There's been a couple times where I've hit myself in the mouth with the microphone. I'm like, ow, shit.
you know what I mean? Like, so,
oh, there goes my tooth.
But if you hold it to your chin, if you hold your thumb to your chin, you have full control of them. Well, you don't and feel free to move with the music. Let the music move you. I can tell you're channeling all of your energy into it, but let it move through all of you, not just your voice. Yeah, so the thumb to the chin. That's.
I gotta step away for 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, yeah. But now my question is,
that's actually the simplest solution. I was expecting you got to buy a new microphone, you got to buy new cords for the microphone, you got to do this and this and that, and make sure you tell the sound guy this and this and this, and then no, you're just put your thumb on your chin.
yeah. I got you, girl. I got you. So no, but you as the lead singer now, you have to go and say, okay, the microphone has an amp. No, sorry, the guitar has an amp. The bass has an amp. The drums are mic'd. It's 3 instruments to my 1.
I have to overpower all of you.
Yeah. Let's do the math. If the ratio is 3-1 and the volume ratio is not 3-1, how are you going to hear me? I just say, sometimes it's okay to be a diva. Especially if someone's making me look bad. No. I'm sorry. I'm gonna walk up and be like, no, actually, I have someone to do that now. Project Overkill. We were at a show. I did a show the other day, and seemingly my name was I don't want to say overlooked, but my name wasn't mentioned initially. So my personal assistant came over to me and said, "What gives?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "They didn't mention you." I said, "I know." And then she looked at him like, "This is where you handle it." So she walked over, had a conversation, and then within 30 seconds of her having that conversation, they were thanking me by the wrong name again. But it was okay because I saw the efficacy of my assistant. Oh my gosh. It was a good night though. It was an overall good night. You can see that on the live performances. I have changed up the way my website is. I have live performances, I have live streams, and then I have new releases being featured on sharetheshock.ca. So the next time you have a feature, and these are nominal spots here, but the next time you have a feature, we can discuss putting it on the website. Obviously, our discussion will be different than discussions with other people, but that's because I have a little bit of a bias. Just a
Hey,
he's back.
I have returned.
Both ways, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, all right, we're back here. I still have Supernova on deck here. So let us talk about that for a minute because that's
Haha,
what brought us here.
the new hotness.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks the Nick's
Mm-hmm.
not here. 'Cause this is like his baby. Not like
Okay.
Parasite is like my baby. Supernova
Mhm.
is Nick's baby.
I mean, I'll do my best to give a little bit of a setup here. Um, this is a riff that Nick and Eric and I started playing almost as like a warm up
Mhm.
before I had even met Charlotte. Like I remember Nick showing us the guitar riff, like the core of the song, um, at one of our first couple of jam sessions.
Okay.
And it was one of those ones where it's like we didn't really know what to do with it for the longest time because one of Nick's favorite things to do is mess around with time signatures and song structures and try and write everything atypically.
Mhm.
And in the finished product, you hear a lot of that where it's like a verse might be 8 vocal phrases, and then the next one is 4 vocal phrases, and then the next one is 6 vocal phrases. Um, and he's really good at making it catchy and making it uh, accessible,
Mm.
and yet it's still technically quite complex. And so it took us a long time to figure out exactly how we were going to do anything with it beyond warm up. But Charlotte came up with some brilliant lyrics for it, and
Hmm.
with so much time to actually work on the music, we eventually found pretty compelling. I feel it's a compelling piece.
Okay. All right. All right. Charlotte, let me hear your 2 cents on this.
It's you know I'm gonna say it. So we have a running joke that all I write is breakup songs. But this one is somewhat of an exception. This one is it's questioning like whether things are ever actually meant to be. So if you listen to the lyrics, it's like, they say that everything's written in the stars and that we were meant for each other, but stars die. Even
Wow.
like even stars die. So
Wow.
nothing
That
lasts
is
forever.
that is deep.
Like I
Okay.
said, when she brought us the final lyric sheet, because we had about 6 or 7 different attempts at writing lyrics for this before she came up with what we ended up using. We all just kind of knew like she'd blown it away.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, presented to you by Explosive North by way of FX May Vary, Supernova.
That's totally what you were signing with.
It's tribal right there, but it's heavy. Okay. Band's like 2 years old. some strange reason in my mind, both North Defense Rock and Rave sounds like a hell of a good night.
That sounds like an incredible night.
Okay,
Sounds like
wait for it though.
I like the graduated progression. I like that. I like that.
That note is really hard to hit.
I like that though. Like I remember when you didn't want to, like when you didn't want to try that kind of thing. That was impressive because the tone was sustained for the whole phrase.
We spent a good couple hours. She was standing right here. I was sitting right here. And it was just like, you're going to keep trying until you hit it with your balls.
So actually, that then loops back into that little intro that we do at the beginning.
Exactly.
Because when I was recording this, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you guys can actually hear what we're saying. But what I say is that's totally what you were signing to me. It's breasts, right? And then Kyle says, yeah, it's really funny, but I'm not keeping it, which is hilarious because we actually did end up keeping it. But so essentially, when I was recording, he kept doing like this, right? And I turn around and Kyle would be like, and I'm like, boobs?
I mean, if that's where you want your voice to come from, then sure.
So I literally just said it like as a joke at the beginning of the song because Kyle was like, I turned around and Kyle was like, and I was like, yeah, boobs, I know, whatever.
We needed that full-bodied sound, and she found it, and it's beautiful, and I was so excited.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
We weren't going to keep any of that in the recording, but
everybody who listened to it liked it.
Everybody who listened to it thought it was hilarious. So
sometimes the outtakes are the best takes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the show over to y'all two for a minute whilst I tend to something. But
Okay.
I'll be right back. Have at it.
So
the animals are in control of the zoo.
Mary has taken over the Terrell effects. But yeah, Supernova is one of my favorite songs out of all of our songs because it's also actually the first song that we wrote as a band. Because the majority of the time what would happen is I would come in with a pretty much completed song and just be like, play it. And so Supernova was the first time that we'd actually written a song together.
It's honestly, from my side of things, it was being able to collaborate on a song of that level of complexity, especially like compared to Scarlet, which is the one that we've recorded that I wrote. Being able to have a spot in that, I'm so happy that people are enjoying it.
Yeah.
Boom. All right. Yep.
The zookeeper has returned.
Damn it. We're going to escape.
So I go down the hall, right? And all I can hear is Supernova in my head. Just like, what the hell, man?
Yo, shout out to my roommate Nick.
Yeah.
Different Nick. My roommate used to be the vocalist in a hardcore punk project, and he joined us on this track to do the screaming on the Supernova lines. So that's a blend of me doing like a melodic vocal and him doing a harsh vocal, and we were very excited to have him lend his talents to that track.
So you know that excited, like that little excited bouncy vibratey thing that I do when like I really love something. I was like like bouncing off of the ceiling essentially when I was so excited.
I thought we were having an earthquake in Barrie. The
The
entire
song
foundation
needs.
was vibrating.
That's what it needed. That's what was missing. Because like the first time we got it back, I was like, first of all, I need to record my vocals, because that's not good enough. And then secondly, I was like, it feels like it's missing something. It just needed that little bit of heaviness to it.
Little extra chutzpah.
Yeah, just that little spice. Just the spice.
The spice to make nice.
I'll make it nice with the spice. Oh my goodness. So I'm just looking for these songs right here. Oh God. Now I'm opening programs that I don't need. No, close. No, close. Don't struggle. Okay. I got a song right here because it is National Indigenous History Month and it's being celebrated in Canada. So I'd like to start this segment with Vancouver's Handsome Tigers Spirit Bear.
This is a fucking jam. I love this.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, I don't know if it should be calm or wild out.
I'm waiting for the drop.
You know what I mean, though? Like, it's got to be somewhere.
It's like it's one of those ones where you feel like you can, like, just mellow out to it, but you can also party to it.
It's like meditation music.
Right?
I've been listening to too much EDM. I'm just ready for like the bass.
Oh, you know what? Oh, do I have it? Okay, since you mentioned it. No, I'm not even going to play it. I remix a track on an EDM beat that I got from DJ Aram. Shout out to DJ Aram. The supplier for the Culture Shock Community Cookout. Got some beverages. Yeah, buddy. June 25th. Remote location. Culture Shock Community Cookout brings to you acts like Slightly Intoxicated, Crooked Control, Juve Electron, DJ Aram and the POE, because DJ Aram will be out now. But yeah, got more for you. Stay tuned. Somehow I feel cleansed after that. Woo. There we go.
It's very relaxing.
Watch this one be stupid hype. It's called Selfish by Ginger.
Oh, you feel it for yourself. You can't live for yourself, no. Oh, you feel it for yourself. You can't live for yourself. Chacha bless you with love and you don't want to share it. Then you're selfish. Big tune a play, you don't want to hear it. You're selfish. Chacha bless you with love and you don't want to share it. Then you're selfish. selfish, you're selfish. When big tune a play, you know I hear it. A selfish, you're selfish. Scrape everything for them alone. Nothing for dog at the
Pay attention
Life comes like
to your surroundings.
family get dying cold. Search for them without John. Still can't find them home. Selfishness been a condone.
The music created and expressed by Black communities has paved the way for generations of musicians across all races, creeds, colors, religions, sexual orientations, and identities. It's Black Music Appreciation Month.
A selfish, a selfish. Judge bless you with the love and you know I share it. Then a selfish, when big tune a play, you know I hear it. A selfish, not even prayers and stingy. Look how
Oh my goodness.
them Them could have power with the bingy. Because
But that's one of the things I really like about like
this
this shit. What up?
business to your man or maybe. Resting up power no squinching.
What's good?
Them still they mean like Navy. Them don't feel to be like gravy. Judge bless you with the love and you know I
Little
share
jump.
it. Then I selfish,
Yeah, yo.
when big tune a play, you know I hear it. A selfish, Judge bless you with the love and you know I share it. Then a selfish,
Is this going to be on Culture Shock Radio as well?
Once I get permission, we are actually going to be starting a reggae gospel time.
All right.
We're going to have some reggae gospel playing on Sundays on Culture Shock Radio. So this song is likely going to be added to it because I'm going to be uploading the thrill effect to the show weekly.
Very nice.
Then a selfish, when big tune a play, you know I hear it. A selfish, Jah bless you with the love and you know I share it. Then a selfish, when big tunes a play, you know I hear it. A selfish.
That's one of my favorite transitions. Next to that,
Oh, not the DJ Khaled horn.
Did I tell you Steven got upset with me because I was
tell
like,
me.
yo, when
That's why I'm
you're
getting it out of my system now. I'm not even going to download it again. I'll let you pick the sound effects that I use.
Okay.
no, because like I don't know. It's just there's some DJs
No.
that like lean
Yeah,
into that hard, and it gets annoying after a while. I'm not
Yeah,
saying that you do. It's just
No.
it's kind of ruined it for me, really, because I'm like.
I don't blame you. Oh man.
So yeah, I told him he wasn't allowed to use that sound at the wedding. And he was like, "What?"
Oh man. So you mellow it out again.
Is anybody else have a craving for a margarita right now, or is it just me?
Oh, a mimosa.
I can have a
Ooh,
sip.
a mimosa.
Hold on.
I don't think I'm fancy enough for a mimosa.
Oh, trust me. After the first two, everybody stops being fancy.
Oh man. There we
Dave, you always manage to show us the coolest stuff.
go. I try. That's the culture shock.
Exactly.
Oh man, because you guys are always bringing some new, some hip, some, you know what I mean, enjoyable to the show. Like either like a story or like the music. So I feel like it's like a potluck of creativity.
I love that. That's why we like to keep coming back.
Yeah.
Like you expose us to sounds that we don't always get to hear, and we love sharing our sound with you.
Yeah, it's never the same show.
Exactly. And I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh man, it's been 291 episodes in 9 weeks. We are gonna have our 300th episode, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have a digital party. We're gonna have people popping in. I'm gonna put it on my timeline. I'm gonna get as many people to pop in as they want. I'm gonna just see who wants to jump in and say a little 1-2. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be celebrating on the 23rd, even though my birthday is on the 22nd. And we're gonna be celebrating at the Moose and Goose. It's
Hell yeah.
I'm celebrating my birthday tonight, even though it's on Tuesday. So
okay. All right. Well, happy early birthday. Oh, after I'm done this segment, I have a birthday song on here that I can play for you.
oh, cool.
Yep. Okay. Let's see what's next. This is Ja Eyes by Honey. Some of the songs I got aren't running true right now, but it's all good.
When you let me in your loving arms, yeah. Talking about my honey.
I feel like we need to invest in lights too, because I feel left out.
I know. I have so much space to put one. I could easily get a strobe.
Hold on a second.
Like a little, just a
Ooh.
tiny little disco
Hold
ball.
on a second. Hold on a second. Here. I got one better for you.
Apparently, I've lost the cord for my my Van de Graaff generator.
Okay. Kyle, I'm gonna send you something.
Okay.
So you can send it to Charlotte.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Let me just tell you something right now.
You need to add another band member, though.
No. Yes. No. In a pandemic.
Another band member.
Yes.
You need another band, like for full
In a fake
efficacy.
relationship. Yes.
You need another
In a
band
dry
member.
place.
There is going to be a day when all four of us show up and the world's just gonna end.
Yes. Yes. You still have enough
Like,
to
That's-
build
it's gonna start the apocalypse right there. All four band members of Effects May Vary are on the show. That's it. That's it. Game over, man. Game over.
It's time to build.
Oh,
No.
man.
Build that idea. Construct that future.
These look really cool.
You send it?
Yeah, I sent it to her.
All
Okay.
the materials at the same time. No.
Yeah, and that's
You
like
begin with one nail,
when my friend bought
one
those.
piece of board,
He spent over
one
$1,000
idea,
on them.
and you start to join things together.
Yeah,
Big things are just a culmination of a bunch
When
of
did he
little
buy
things
them?
every make to make a buckle.
He bought them
God
like
himself
4 or
used
5
just
years
to
ago.
build a human. Jesus himself now used 2 pieces of bread and some fish
That's
to
so
feed
good.
quite the
5,000.
deflation.
Nothing exists with
Yeah.
the atom.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I saw them. Like I have the money set aside to buy them.
Yeah.
I'm
The
just
season is
waiting
irrelevant.
until I'm
The
done. Like
seed is what
you know what I mean?
counts.
I'm there.
Show your work.
I want
Show
to
your
be
grit.
here
Show
before
your
I go back
discipline.
down
You
here.
can
You know what I mean? I
find
don't want to go from
something to
here
do
down to
together.
here.
Makes sense.
So, but yeah,
You have a talent, you have an ability, you have a voice, you have a thought,
This is
you
Build
have
Now
a gift,
by
you
Sarah
have an
Cowan.
experience, you have an expertise. You can build and build now. Life is like a big Lego box, not a box of chocolate. You can take the pieces and recreate something different than what was on the box. Edit the unneeded in your life and grab hold of one thing and hammer and hammer and hammer and hammer and hit that thing until it begins to grow. Don't let up. No, let me tell you something. Let me explain this to you.
Oh, this
You
is
can change your
motivational.
life right now, you know.
Hell yeah, it is.
You can begin creating the life you want. Not tomorrow, not next week, not another moment, not another second, not in some other lifetime. Right now, this minute, this second, this moment, this day. Take up everything you have inside of you to change your life and build now.
Okay.
Build now.
I like the Lego thing. That was really clever.
that was very
Yeah.
You don't have to build what's on the box. You can build whatever you want.
Exactly. Louis Culture is an endearing artist whose stage performances are of the highest order. Take a listen to his new release, Rough Times. It's like every week you're getting the latest from the Suicide's greatest. You're getting new music. You're getting new information. You're getting sometimes new locations. You know what I mean? It's a Terrell effect. I'm probably going to be live from the Canada Games. Where? You're going to have to find me according to my family.
Hell
But
yeah.
I'll likely be live from different areas around the Niagara region because how you going to come to where I live and not see me?
Not possible.
Nah.
I got a buddy here. He's got to head out. I got to go and wish him out,
Yes,
see him
sir.
out. So I'll be back in just a moment.
All right, cool.
I keep it real with my friend through the tough times. Cause I remember him bust me enough times. You see, life is one big road full of ups and downs and one leap and off sign. Cause I remember good times last bygone when you're the only one that we could rely on. So me I tell you the truth, my youth, all when you're broken down to a center, you are my done. And then we used to sleep on the divan. And when you bust, you make we ride and try fun. And now enough of them see you wanna hide on. But no matter how rough is the type, man, me now go switch from the friend through the rough time. Cause I remember him saved me enough time.
These are some roots reggae tunes. We got everything for you, ladies and gentlemen. We have hip hop, we have R&B, we have reggae, we have EDM, we have dance, we have trance, we have whatever makes you your pants. Yeah, I need to get some more EDM and I need to get some more female MCs. That's what I need to get. I need to get more indigenous artists on here as well. If you know an indigenous artist, you forward them to me so I can play some of their music. Because I like the vibe. I really do.
Yeah.
Secretly, I've always wanted to go to a powwow.
I've been to a powwow. It was great.
Yeah, so is my friend. Like, what gives? What gives? I want to go. Like, what do I have to do to get in? Like, I mean, as an honor, I know I can't. Like, honorarily, even. Oh, man. For those of you seeing what I just did on camera, disregard that. Oh, man.
Just take that memory and just bye. Just get it right. Just take it. Just don't even incorporate it. Just like deflect it. And I think that's the beauty of your playlist in particular. It's like I never know what I'm gonna hear, but I always love it.
Oh, I'm glad. Because like cultivating a playlist for I try to play something that goes along with the music that the featured artist plays, but at the same time I try to transition from one side of the spectrum to another side of the spectrum.
Well, I mean, you can honestly play whatever you want after when we're on, because effects may vary, right?
Exactly. Exactly. And you guys have, one of the things I love about you all is you have one of the most marketable names that I've ever come across. You know what I mean? It's just, it sticks. Effects may vary. So why are you here? Because effects may vary.
Effects may vary.
What band are you looking for? Effects may vary.
Why are all your songs different? Effects may vary.
Yes. Oh my goodness. We're having a good time. Episode 291 of the Terrell Effect. We have Charlotte and Kyle from Effects May Vary here. We're jamming up. Yes, I'm at a new location right now, but I'm purposely maintaining my secretiveness. So you wonder where I am, but still don't know.
It's a mystery.
Because we're going to be doing in the coming weeks, we're going to be doing some secret locations, some events at secret locations, and people are used to me telling them where I'm at. So I have to practice not telling people where I'm at until they find me when I drop my pin.
Is my reality? Oh,
It's like a Where's Waldo situation.
Yeah. Except where's Blocko? Like, where's the Blocko? You know what I mean? Like, every weekend have a block party in a different area and just drop the pin and see if people actually pull up.
That sounds like fun.
Oh my gosh.
I have returned.
Yes, sir.
It's your choice. You better choose it right.
Oh my goodness.
All the uphill battles and catastrophes.
You have, okay, you see, the thing is, I have the moniker, I've coined the phrase, playing the latest from the soon-to-be greatest. So if you hear it anywhere else, you know the Terrell Effect has reached their status. That being said, I have prided myself on predominantly playing not only music from Canada, but independent music. And right now I'm getting more music from quote-unquote named industry artists, which makes me wonder if some of the music from the indie artists is making its way to the main pages. Which would be good. Should be very good. Because right now I have a track by Omarion featuring Leela Hathaway. I mean, I just transition.
Play it up.
I don't remember the last track I heard by Omarion, to be god honest. And I'm not going to hear this one because apparently, oh, never mind. There it is. I was looking at the wrong turntable and ended. I was just like, well, and that's not to diss the man. I'm sure, I don't know the last time he heard something from me was. But, you know, it was just one of those things. So, you guys got any shows coming up?
We do, as a matter of fact. I believe Charlotte's the one that's been keeping the schedule.
I've got so many dates rattling around in my head right now. Like,
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
on July 30th, we're going on. Okay, on July 29th, we're going to be playing The Tale of the Junction. Oh no, that Wednesday. What's that Wednesday? 27th.
I will double check.
6.
July 27th, the last Wednesday of July.
So on July 27th, we're going to be playing Tale of the Junction, and on that weekend, July 30th, we're going to be going to Ottawa.
All right, that's live. I had a question to ask you, but I think it's slipped. Hold on. Yeah, there it goes. All right.
We got a couple coming up in August as well, right?
Yep. We've got we've got this up on so it's no longer the 26th, it's the 13th.
Yeah, the 13th. Yes, I do have what's happening so from now until October, I have events happening from June 25th at the Culture Shock Community Cookout, Part 4, the block party. Okay. Then we have July 22nd. That's going to be at the Moose and Goose for my birthday, Block's birthday bash. All right. Then we have July 30th at Camp Cataract, where Me and the Boys Wrestling presents Pizza, Beers, and Beatdowns, brought to you by Expose the North. We're going to be featuring Me and the Boys Wrestling, and we're going to have some of their personalities and talent in the building, along with potentially other named individuals. And then on the weekend of August 13th, we're going to be having the Culture Shock Community Culture Stock. Basically, it's going to be called Culture Stock. Like Woodstock, it's full of culture. Although Woodstock was full of culture, I mean more culture.
A Canadian culture.
Yeah.
A Canadian culture.
And I believe that one is the one that we are
Yes.
scheduled to be at.
We will be
Yes.
providing some
Hells
of that
yes.
culture.
Yes, it's gonna be blessed. In the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna be building a stage. It's gonna be, oh man, there's just gonna be so much fun to be had. I can't
We are very excited for it.
wait. All right, and I'm glad you are. Hey, just telling you things I don't know right now. All right, here we go. Oh, my gosh. Are you hearing this? Okay.
Bits and pieces.
That was a note.
Yep.
Damn.
Take him to church.
So effortless.
I know. I'm sitting here like, damn it. You make it sound so easy. It's not.
Just so you know, you make it sound easy too on the recording.
It's not.
It's not for anybody.
Just that slides up into that note. Oh.
I haven't listened to any gospel tunes in a long time, but this is very uplifting. Not what I was expecting to hear today, but I love it.
Amen. I'm telling you.
Yeah, while you were gone, I was mentioning like we never know what's gonna be played, but I know I'm gonna like it.
Oh man, I am humbled. I really am, because there's so many DJs out there playing what they're playing on the radio and playing what they're like. What there's so few that are actually anymore that I find, anyways, that are actually making the avenues available for people like yourselves to have a good sound, who are good people and just want a challenge, or not even a challenge, a chance, an opportunity to prove yourselves. And like in my books, you guys are top tier. So,
well, we hope to stay that way.
Good stuff.
It's absolutely been amazing to have come across somebody such as yourself that wants to give people a chance who don't have that kind of radio reach.
Yeah, I got the songs that I got from my friend in Ottawa. So, that being said, I was going to talk to her and see if there's anything that she might be able to help you with while you're down there. So
that'd be very cool.
Yeah. So I have a meeting with her on Wednesday. So tap in with me Wednesday afternoon, Thursday evening.
Okay.
Will do.
If one of you are available Wednesday at 1:00, you can jump into the conversation for a minute. And
we're both working.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's fine. I'll be your
I mean,
proxy,
Kyle
don't
is
worry.
more likely to be able to jump in than me because I work in an office. So you might be.
Yeah. Like I work.
You might be able to sneak in.
I work in this chair. It's very possible I could jump in for 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, I will wherever I bring my setup. So you know what it's like.
So I'll get in touch with you on Wednesday morning, and we'll
Okay,
see if we can find some time for me to jump in.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Because she's like, bro, the things I know pale in comparison to her reach. So, you know what I mean? And I told her there's going to be certain people that I send her way when the time comes. So, yeah. Yeah. So,
well, we'll make the most of the opportunity.
I don't doubt that you will. That's why I'm providing it.
If there's anything that we're good at, it's pouncing on shit.
Oh, man, that's great.
Brings that lioness thing right back in full circle.
Right back around.
That's what I'm good at, pouncing on shit.
It all comes back around.
Yeah. Okay, I got two more songs to play before we head out. I'm gonna play this song. What's it called here? Give me a second. Oh, I don't have the name of this song, so we're just gonna play it. Wow. Oh, it's an advertisement. It's an advertisement.
Every moment that we share is unforgettable. She's unforgettable. Kenya Morris. Now, Kenya Morris is back with a new song, Mama Don't Cry, featuring Rebel Dawn. Mama don't cry, no more, no more. Mama Don't Cry from Kenya Morris. Available now on all platforms. Why, oh, why does it have to be? For bookings, contact Kenya C. Morris at gmail.com. Download the new song, Mama Don't Cry, from Kenya Morris and Rebel Dawn. Follow her on Instagram at Kenya Morris _.
Okay, so this track right here coming up, I just got from Byron Davis Jr. He was on the Candid Conversations episode 140, and we chopped it up for a bit. So I'm gonna play that because I told him I would.
Man of his word.
Hell yeah.
And then we were talking about how like music could use some more substance and how there was so much lacking where it came to information.
Yeah, I had to focus on the inner me. I had to balance out my energy.
So I talked to him about remixing this track.
You knowing where I'm coming
Hell
from.
yeah.
Doing hella
Yeah.
dumb misdemeanor felonies. Yeah, I dreamt about a whole thing. Yeah, then the nigga went and did his thing. Yeah, it come around like
No, it's funny you bring that up because that's something I've been focused on a lot lately.
change. Nah, I ain't
Saying
nothing
something more than just
I'm talking about
I
the
feel
life.
good or I feel bad.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about
That's what I've always been focused on.
never die for you fake niggas. You sacrifice your
Yep.
family if you
I
never
don't know.
get
I
your
like.
fame. Opposite of
Okay,
what
so
you
I have
do
this one
because
song
your
where I go like,
vision's
okay,
maybe you just don't know how to tame
it's
it.
like
Or maybe I
you know,
need to change my way of thinking.
I smoke, I drink,
My
I
niggas
cuss
walk
too
around
much,
with night vision.
I'm broke, I think, I spend too much, I joke, you blink, I do so much, call me Kirk, I cap, bust, touch, and that's just me just gassed on my, you know what I mean, day-to-day living, you know what I mean? But this one right here just has like this gutter to it. Like I'd say something like, and look into my eyes, to see the stars that I be. Happy to be young, anxious, not frequencies. I speak to be one listening, because the song my name says I'm bound to be glistening. I know they all fade, but not for too long. Will I be too strong while I'm being on that dawn? I move like Oolong because of kicking anyone who don't know that I'm the John. You know what I mean? Just some ignorant, not even ignorant, some informative stuff.
I like
But,
it.
Thank you. We got into talking about so I was talking to him about one of my songs called "What's the Cost," where it basically details, like the first 6 to 8 bars detail the mentality one needs to possess to be successful in anything they attempt. So when this is done, I'll play it for you, and we can kind of revisit that a little bit before we shut it down. Yeah, the next time you guys got a new song, let me know.
We will.
Oh, we know what the next one's gonna be, and you're gonna love it.
Awesome. I admire that confidence. All right. So this right here is called "What's the Cost?" It's by yours truly, The Block. I'm gonna play something by me. It is the Terrell effect after all. It takes marketing and part-in determination with pride strong as lions. Stay focused on your goals. It's best to avoid critics' verbal obstacles. Believe you're unstoppable. Seek wisdom and guidance before you lock your load. Remember, what you do unto others will be done to you. It's best to focus on doing you. True enough, a hater's gonna hate. They'll talk a lot of mess when they see one doing great. It's best to clear your plate when you get one killed. Absorb the facts intact. Most of all, cover your bills, grow to make ends meet, live and enjoy what's really real. So the whole 16 bars, if you listen to those 16 bars and apply them, that's your success in anything.
I love it. You got to send it to me.
Oh man. Okay, I'm going to see right now. Actually, I got this right here. So
If there's anything that I appreciate the most about you is that like you have so much wisdom and you're always willing to share.
thank you. It does me no good to keep it all to myself.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, well, and there's times where it's like, okay, I have the idea, but that person has the ability. So why would I not give it to them? Like it just, yeah.
Because you're not selfish. That's why.
And that's what it all is. It people just need to share more.
Yep.
Everybody has something they can share with everybody else.
Yep. I just sent you the track. And the bass line, bro. If you could learn that bass line, I would perform this song with just you and the bass line.
Do
Hell
it.
yeah.
I would perform this song. I
Do
swear
it.
All right. Just got it.
All right. If you learn this bass line, on my word, I will come. We will find a location central, and we will meet, and we will perform this song.
I want to stand there
I'm
with
down.
maracas. Can I have some maracas?
Hey, whatever you want to throw in there, by all means. Like, I'd be privileged to have you be a part of it. As a matter of fact, there's a couple of songs that I'm looking at that need a female voice. So let me cultivate a little bit more and make sure it's like, you know what I mean, in your realm of things. And then I will, because I have a couple of songs that are just like a couple of instrumentals that are just, but I have to sequence them so it doesn't sound like a repeated loop.
Right. Well, we'll look forward to hearing it.
Yeah.
And I'll look forward to hearing what she does with them.
Something.
I don't even think I have it on the phone Oh. All right.
Fantastic track from the man himself.
Oh man, I was just reflecting that song I made over a decade ago.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I came down. I went out to Niagara Falls, and I filmed it all around like Niagara, from the GTA, no, from Durham region to Niagara region is where I filmed that. And it took me about 3 months to get all the footage for the video.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because there were certain areas that I wanted to go to, but my schedule has always been hectic, so I had to, set time to do this and get there to do that, and I think it was well worth it. Well worth it. So, now the tricky question: is there anyone else you'd like to thank before we head out?
Hey, Kyle.
Oh, I'm doing it this time. Okay.
We've established that I suck at it, so.
I'm sure you don't.
You fared very well.
First and foremost, we want to thank some of the bands that have been joining us lately when we performed live. We want to thank our good friends Crooked Control from down in Niagara. We want to thank our friends Detest from Toronto. Our friends Damn It Goldie from Hamilton. And Also, we want to thank some of our visual collaborators, Screams Media, who've helped us out with some blog coverage as well as photography, as well as No Half Measures Images, who've also helped us out with some photography. Shout out to Peter Harris, our sound engineer, who's been helping us sound better and better with each new song. And of course, big shout out to Nick and Eric, having to work instead of being here having fun with us.
Oh man, that's great. That is great. Oh man, I gotta shout out Marissa Savino, aka MJ. There's a scheduling conflict, but like true to my word, I'm gonna reschedule the other guest. Asan the Golden Child released The Art of MCing. Check that out on all streaming platforms. A 35-track mixtape that's full of fire, El Fuego, madness. You can catch me here again on Wednesday on Candid Conversations at 6 p.m., as well as on James Owen Brown's Me and the Boys Wrestling on Thursdays. Every week we have a new episode, except this week we're taking off. So go check out the playlist, which will be featured in Culture Shock Magazine. Culture Shock Magazine, issue 21, is about to be available, I want to say, by Monday. So check out issue 20 right now. I'm not even bragging, but do you see how much shit I have to do, peoples? Wait for it. Listen to the agenda because it'll eventually be similar to yours. I'm telling you. So look for that personal assistant and that PR from now. Open your mind to that. You need someone that you can trust to handle certain things, because music, the creation of the music is what is getting you to where you are going.
Absolutely.
So if you aren't able to focus that energy that you naturally know you want to focus on that, the other jobs you have to do in place of that are going to suffer. Like I had to decide, okay, like my magazine started to suffer when I started to do more music. So I'm like, okay, I got to put the music on not even on hold, but I got to put the music over here right now until I do the magazine. Mm-hmm. Then when I get the magazine done, I can go back to the music. So there's you know what I mean? There's that process. So,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? And always use your strengths to the benefit of your co-members' weaknesses. Like you just did right there. Charlotte, you sing amazingly, and I know you get gunshot on the microphone sometimes when you're talking person to person. Like you can sing to a room, but like individual, because there's a different connection right here, person to person, than there is when there's people just looking at you. So I can understand and appreciate that. But you have come so far. And I want you to know that you've come so far. Like when you jumped into that room last week, it was like you knew the guy. You were just going, like you're going, like those are two legends in the reggae world, and you just hung with legends in the game. Okay? Like if I had said to you last year, we're gonna have a reggae interview or an interview with two reggae legends, you'd have told me, yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, very much.
Yeah, right. And look at you, and you handled that like it was a daily thing. So yes, impressive. I appreciate both of you, all of you, all four of you, and everyone who's come through here to take some time to, you know what I mean, chat it up with me, share your music, share your art, share your creativity. So yeah, on behalf of FX Main Berry, including Eric and oh my gosh, how did I just forget his name? I just drew
Nick.
Nick. Why was it? It's because it rhymes. Okay. On behalf of Eric, Nick, Charlotte, and Kyle, this is the block saying, bless up. We out.